Are you interested in achieving success in life and living a comfortable existence? Here are Warren Buffett's 7 items that the impoverished waste their money on. If the answer to that question is yes, then you've come to the right place. In this lesson, I'll show you how to better manage your money and cut back on wasteful spending. In addition, I invite you to like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell to be one step closer to success in your life. Warren Buffett, the world's greatest investor, says that the poor waste money on 7 things, and the last item on the list will surprise you. So stay tuned until the very end to not miss any details. Although Warren Buffett claims that there's nothing wrong with occasionally playing if you plan to improve your income and produce wealth, gambling will only cause you to go bankrupt. One thing to keep in mind is that if you play on these machines, such as slot machines, every time you play, it's likely that your ambition will drive you to spend more and more, quickly depleting all of your funds. Always keep in mind that too, luck is for mediocre people. Success belongs to those who don't rely on it. Purchasing a home, surprisingly, in contrast to the impoverished, wealthy people rent homes rather than owning them, at least not when they first start their journey towards prosperity. One of the biggest mistakes impoverished people make while building the assets needed to be able to purchase the same house is going into debt to do so, which may be disastrous for their economy. It's unwise to put all of your cash, assets, and potential debt in one location. Additionally, having a home won't increase your income, rather it will increase your expenses. The risk proves to be excessive. Buffett does not advocate that owning a home to live in with your family is inherently bad. Rather, he suggests that purchasing a home that is heavily indebted is improper, since that will gradually cause you to become bankrupt. 361 million people paid for gym memberships in 2017, but statistics reveal that nearly 70% of students with memberships stop using them after the first few months. Most gyms rely on people paying their dues and not showing up. People join gyms to improve their physical and overall health. Gyms provide a range of equipment and classes to select from, but many individuals join without making the commitment to work out frequently. It is unnecessary if you don't use it frequently. There are more intelligent free entertainment alternatives. Numerous people enjoy outdoor activities like walking, playing sports with friends, running, or hiking. Until you can commit to an exercise plan, train your mind and be persistent. There are numerous free or inexpensive options for fitness. 4. Luxury brands. As previously mentioned, the impoverished purchase unnecessary items at any price. We are aware that millionaires can afford designer clothing, mansions, luxury cars, and fashionable clothing, among other things, but this does not imply that they are spending their hard-earned money on luxury brand material possessions. Rather, they can afford to purchase these items in any quantity they choose. Nevertheless, you do occasionally see them. Wearing basic $20 watches or having the same phone for years are examples of how it's not enough to just avoid purchasing unnecessary items. You also need to decide if it's the best option. For instance, you should decide whether it's more convenient to pay $10 for a t-shirt of the same quality or $200 for a simple luxury brand t-shirt. Both can have the same quality. The brand is what makes the difference. 5. Purchasing a new vehicle. One of the worst financial errors that the younger generation will make is purchasing a new car, since as soon as you drive, when you drive your automobile off the dealership and it begins to lose value, its initial value will drop by 20 to 30% by the end of the first year. And after 5 years, it will have lost at least 60% of its value. The majority of people borrow money to purchase a new car, but in reality, they are borrowing money to buy an asset that depreciates by 30% right away. However, there is good news. If you want a shiny, new-looking car without going into debt with the bank, you can buy a used car that has been driven for 2 or 3 years and will be nearly brand new because of its usage time, with a 30 discount. 6. Watching TV and playing video games. According to Warren Buffett, middle-class and lower-class households waste more time watching TV or playing video games than do wealthier households. He explains that this is because they spend money and time on the newest TV packages and less time playing video games than they do on more worthwhile activities or learning how to make money and increase their wealth. For instance, those from upper social classes read far more regularly than those from lower socioeconomic groups, who frequently spend their leisure time watching Netflix or other streaming services. 7. Expensive getaways. Traveling is one of the most significant experiences we may have and one of the goals we want to attain in life. But if it's not planned effectively, it can go wrong and ruin our time. Many times, impoverished individuals incur debt in order to finance a short-term trip. Undoubtedly, the experience can be fantastic, but you'll have to pay for it for years, which will make you regret your choice. Therefore, if you want to fully enjoy it, be extremely careful not to think emotionally and ignore the practical side when organizing your ideal trip. Avoid using loans or debts because these trips could end up being a financial nightmare. In this video, we saw that the primary mistakes made by the impoverished are gambling games, which are quite detrimental. Plan your budget carefully and pick the correct moment to have a nice trip to money and may cause insolvency by incentivizing extravagant expenditure. Next, we witnessed that Buffett questioned the wisdom of purchasing a home, arguing that it would be better to rent while accumulating financial assets. Purchasing luxury brands should wait until we achieve financial freedom because the brand should not justify high prices and cheaper alternatives may have the same quality. Moreover, purchasing a new car can be a poor financial decision. Paying for a gym without commitment is also considered a waste because many people do not use it regularly, while there are more affordable and free options for exercising. Finally, while Buffett believes that watching TV and playing video games excessively are wastes of time and money, we suggest prudence when planning trips to prevent debt or financial regrets because cars depreciate quickly and we have the choice to acquire second-hand cars. I appreciate you viewing up to this point.